Hey, it's me, Jimmy D, and holy shit. NASCAR just issued a lot of new format changes. I'm just gonna read off what I have here. It's to the reason for changing the format is to reward performance over the season, not just like at the end and one win during the regular season. During each race, there are stage winning moments. There's three stages in a race. The first two stages are
It's
identical.
basically an all-star race every weekend.
Basically, it's the all star format every week, other than, well, there's still going to be mandatory pit stops because you're going to have to pit. But pit road is closed 5 laps before the end of a segment. Um, so there's no like short pitting so you can get ahead after the caution. When the segment ends, the top 10 will gain points, with a bonus point going off towards the playoffs for the winner of that segment. Pit stops will be done live on TV. There's no like go into commercial, come back, and half of the people have already pitted. Um, so those are the first two segments. Top 10 gets points, of course. 10 points. Was it 10 or 15 for the winner of the segment? I believe it was 10.
I think
Okay.
so.
Yeah. And 1 point for 10th place. Um, and then the last segment, the final segment will
It's the
be,
regular like segment. It's
yeah,
the regular race.
it's just regular race to the win. I mean, what are they going to do? They couldn't really change that part segment.
That's
And
basically the
the winner
more.
will get 5 points towards the playoffs. Um, oh, during the mid segment, the little part before each segment, there will be interviews live with the drivers. Um, so
I don't
there,
know how that's gonna happen.
that's going to be interesting to see. Um,
Guarantee if that's a wreck, that's already gonna be a five during that little interview.
of course, regular season performance, uh, you get bonus points for it. It carries through all these bonus points carries through the first 3 rounds. So that means all the way up until Homestead. So
Basically, you have to do good the whole season. You hear that, Mr. Johnson?
the entire season, you can't pull some shit, and then win a race and then not do well for the rest of the season because you won't make it. Um, so there will be a regular season champion, um, that will the top 10 in regular season gets bonus points as well. And the qualifying duels for Daytona, the top 10 of those races will get points that counts to the regular season. Um, so that's all interesting. Um, Basically, NASCAR did this by talking to drivers, TV people, owners,
And of
different
course, the
teams,
fans.
yeah, and fans. Like, uh,
I mean, that's the major key is the fans.
yeah,
Right?
of
You
course.
don't leave them out.
Um, I'm not gonna leave the fans out. I'm a fan myself.
Same
So
deal.
we're gonna just give our thoughts on that. Cause well, it's a lot to take in. I expected some kind of change. I did not expect something this big. Um, what are your first initial reactions, Hubbard?
Also, I mean, for once, at least now the drivers have to put all the. At least they have to, do the best they can every damn race now. Not
And
just do good, not
from
do
the
good, just do good
beginning,
one race. Yeah, like from the beginning to the end, like basically you got to do good every race. You can't just do win one race and then just stay in the top 10 or
no,
whatever every race. You basically got to
you have to
win.
qualify well.
I know
You can't
it's
even
crazy.
you can't even qualify in the back and work your way up anymore because
No,
if you did that, you're gonna lose points by not being in the top 10. So I know this is gonna cause a lot of wrecks. Um, it's a guarantee to cause a lot of wrecks. Um, It's a little ironic though that a whole entire change like this, as huge as this is, came after Jimmy Johnson wins his seventh championship.
Typically, of course.
Um, are you trying to not make sure he doesn't win another? I mean, I mean, I have nothing against Jimmy Johnson and his accomplishments,
Last
but
that
it's
that
just a little
that
ironic.
the race that the last final race was a bit bullshitted, as you I have to say. I
Yeah.
still never let that go because that was kind of bullshitted. Just a
Um.
nice little to come out, really. And anyway, go fucking nuts, really.
Yeah.
Okay, even try at all.
But this it's gonna be different. It's gonna take a lot to get used to this because I mean, okay, so they changed it to the old system. Winning you're in. If you win a race, you get 43 points and then bonus points. Oh, there's no bonus points for leading a lap or leading the most laps anymore. That is gone. It's gone.
Kind
So
of.
there's no point of staying out just to lead a lap. It's it's gone.
No, I mean,
Um,
you still want to stay out there. I mean, if you have a dominant car, stay out there, make a gap.
yeah, but I'm talking
At
about
least
like the back runners who used to like stay out a little extra just trying to lead that lap to get that bonus point.
no.
Um, so there's no point in that anymore. Um, I feel like there's gonna be a lot of wrecks right at 10th position, like right there at the end of the top 10. Just because like that's it's gonna be. I mean, there could be wrecks anywhere, but I just feel like that's since that's a bubble, it's gonna cause a lot. I think you mentioned that they announced that uh, pit road you cannot apply sheet metal panels.
That's what I heard. At least I think I saw on Twitter and other stuff.
I mean, don't take our word for it, but that is what's floating
I think,
around.
but apparently, at least from what I've been seen a few times,
Hmm.
when people say it's they're no longer allowed to replace the body panel on pit road during your pit stop.
Hmm.
You basically kind of forced to go to the garage
Okay.
to get the body repaired.
Okay. I mean that changes stuff too. I mean, what if you just scrape the wall? Like you're not gonna want to go all the way into the garage just to get that done.
Well, I mean, like replace it, not like
Yeah.
like date out. I mean, if you have to replace like a hood or a sheet metal, you
Yeah,
gotta
but
go to
that's
the
what
pitch
some of the
the
people would
garage.
do. If you remember when Jimmy Johnson caved his nose in it at a track last season, they went and got a nose piece and stuck it on real quick and taped it up.
But yeah, but now you kind of have to like go
Yeah,
to the garage and do that.
yeah. Um,
So you got to try clean now, really clean as much as possible.
really, you can't even because if you wreck early in a race, look at all the points you're gonna possibly lose.
Oh my god,
That I can't even. One wreck, one wreck is disastrous for an entire season. I mean,
oh yeah, definitely.
if you do it at Daytona, you might be able to recover, but if you do it 5 races in, you might not be able to. I mean, I'm pretty sure everybody's going to wreck sometime during the season, but there's no really coming back if you have 5 off races. If you go and dip a little bit for a month, you're done. You're basically done. Um,
So basically, basically what they did, Kyle Busch would never done what he did like that time.
2015.
Yep, where he like lost like it's like half the race, and he came back and win the championship. Just
Neither would
you know,
Tony Stewart wouldn't have even been able to make the chase last year if this was
yeah,
implemented.
basically that too.
Um, I mean, Kyle Busch season championship. I mean that's
That was
iffy
kind
to
of.
me because
I mean,
like
I think that was. Plus, I think that was kind of bullshitted because come on, he missed half the race. He came back. All he had to do was make it to the top 30, and that's it.
yeah, like that. I mean, I know I'm a Jeff Gordon fan, but like I
That
some
was
something
that was
just wasn't right with someone missing half the season, and then you're gonna be like, oh, he's the 2015 champion. Eh, I have problems
that
with
is
that.
so.
But
Yeah,
that's a different video. Um,
but now he can't do that shit anymore. Hmm.
what do you think is your most compelling change they made?
The point carryover. The fact that now the points actually matter.
All yeah, especially the chase because there's no restart during the chase after each round.
Yeah, you're
You have
basically
to
you like basically all those player points you own over the time. It's gonna basically it's gonna put you in a spot, either in a great spot in the beginning at the beginning,
mhm.
or it's gonna put you in a shitty spot at the beginning.
The only one concern I have with that, if someone goes on a dominant run like Kevin Harvick did and Jeff Gordon in 2014, if this was implemented then, where Harvick and Gordon basically led almost every race and won almost every like majority of the races, when the chase
Basically,
was
they were basically from basically they will be good to all the way to the final four.
yeah, all from the start of the chase. So if someone goes on a run like
But
that,
but right there, right, but what do you say during that season is basically the is basically like the cover, like the cover image, the cover video of how you want to run your season.
yeah,
Be dominant every race
yep,
starting this video from the door Daytona to Richmond.
I
You want to be dominated.
I think they
You
should
want
have.
to be dominated.
I think they
That's
should have
it.
gave the top 10 in the Clash some points too. Um, at least a bonus point for someone who wins the Clash, which is the Saturday race, the pole race, like the Budweiser shootout. It's called the Clash now. Um, I think they should have gave a bonus point to the winner of that.
Well, I mean, this is new, so I
Yeah,
don't expect anything to be everything right off the bat.
yeah, but the duels have intrigued me to give the top 10 points in the duels.
To be honest, that I don't really understand.
Well, it's 20
It's
people total because it's two duels.
true.
Um, but that's 20 people that is going to have an advantage already. But going into Daytona, so they might be able to spare a few points if they finish well in the duels and then kind of have a hiccup during the Daytona 500. Um, that might be their get out of jail free card. But yeah, I think that's about it for the format changes. Let me know what you think about the format changes in the comments below. If you like this video, hit the like button, and like always, I will see you in the next video. Later.